Murcia in this year's semi-finals. PAOK trying to make it back to the finals that they played in last year. They ended up losing that game to Bilbao Basket, and that is how they got here, folks. And both these teams looking for a spot in the finals. But first, PAOK are going to need to hold on to a slight 6-point lead that they had last week, 79-73, playing at home. And now they need to hold on to that lead, and UCAM Murcia, well, they need to win by 7 or more to get to their first ever finals in the FIBA Europe Cup. And well, a look at both these teams and how they did in the regular season. UCAM Murcia 13-2 heading into this game. And well, one of their losses came last week against PAOK. And PAOK DC, the historic club from Greece, coming into this game with 11-4 record. And most importantly, a win last week, a 6-point win last week over UCAM Murcia. And we are moments away from tip-off as both teams finishing up their warm-ups. And well, the fans, they're rolling into the game as all smiles right now. They know exactly, just like you and I do, what Murcia have to do as well. No doubt we have some PAOK fans in the stands coming all the way from Greece to try and will their team. They don't necessarily have to win, but they can't lose by 7 or more because it's aggregated scoring. It's a 2-game series, and PAOK Basket, they were there last year in the finals, and they lost that finals not by a lot to another Spanish team. So a little bit of revenge against the Spanish team, I'm sure, is what they want to see here tonight. And if Murcia can pull off, I'm not sure if you could call it an upset with the way that Murcia has played all season long. It would be historic for this club making it to a FIBA Euro Cup competition. And last year's winners, Bilbao Basket, as we now are going to have the team presentations. So PAOK, the team in black tonight, as we'll take a quick look as players come out. Talk about an opportunity to talk about some of the performances this season, but also from last game. And obviously the hype, Patrick Beverley, the NBA caliber player. Well, he arrived late and still kind of trying to find his footing, I think, here in the European game. That brings a wealth of experience for them. How good has Timmy Allen been? You see him there in front of your page, in front of your screen. That there is the man, Patrick Beverley, averaging just over 7 points a game for them. Ben Moore has been great. 10 points, 7 rebounds a game. And well, they're going to have another big performance. And obviously, Cleveland Melvin, player of the game last week, 22 points for him to go along with 8 rebounds, shot the lights out of the ball. 8 of 13 from the field. Tyree had a huge game for them as well. He had 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Absolutely solid. And he averages 16 points as well. Siempre Eterno Murcia. And UCAM Murcia trying to make waves this year in the FIBA Euro Cup competition. Obviously, Devontae Kakok, you're the first man out after we get to watch these highlights. He's had a great season for Murcia. 12 points a game. He had 14 points last week and 13 rebounds, so a double-double for him. And I thought David DeJulius stepped up his game last week, and even though they lost, they knew that they were coming back and playing at home for an opportunity to play for a trip to the finals. Well, like I said, this is the second leg of the semifinals. Another semifinal is going on here tonight. Actually started. Well, moments away from tip-off here tonight. But first, it is the third team on the floor, Andres Encouragers, along with Lorenzo Baldini and Darius Napolsky are going to be calling tonight's game, as they have been awarded with their performance throughout the season, as well as players getting to this far in the competition. As the last moment warm-up as we take a look at the starting five for the visitors. PAOK Melvin. No surprise that Cleveland Melvin, after the season that he's had, but also the game that he had last week, Tyree and Antilis Butskas, the head coach, trying to get his team back to the final of the FIBA Europe Cup. I do not know the anthem of Murcia, but the fans do here tonight, as they are out in full force, as Kakuk, Julius, Radbo. He had a tough game last week for Murcia, and he will be looking to bounce back. The USA Montenegrin national team player. And Cito Alonso, the head coach, as his team huddled up, getting some last-minute explanations by the coaching staff. Not sure they're going to change much before the game starts. Falk and Martin as well getting the start for UCAM Murcia. Sorry, it popped up very quickly on your screen, as well as mine. I talked about Cleveland Melvin, Tyree, Persidas, Beverly, and more are going to get the start for PAOK. Well, Jonah Radbo putting on his jersey, and it's actually what looks like a bra is not a bra, but it monitors performance, heart level, speed, how many kilometers A player runs force during a game, and part of, I assume, the strength and conditioning and medical staff of UCAM Murcia, and their efforts to have their players as healthy as they possibly can be for the course of a very long season with many games, not just here in the FIBA Euro Cup, but also domestically in the Greek League and the Spanish League for these two teams. Good evening and welcome to Murcia, Spain. We are here for the second leg of this year's semifinals in the FIBA Euro Cup as PAOK with a quick tip winning the jump ball and getting an easy 2-point basket to be the first team on. Nice backdoor cut on the board, and well, first opportunity, first shot attempt is good by Martin for Murcia. Both teams know what they're playing for. A trip to the finals of this year's FIBA Euro Cup competition. And aggressive defense almost come up with a steal. Instead, a flush by Ben Moore for PAOK. And well, if you don't come up with a steal, that's sometimes what you give. And no rotation on the backside there as they weren't ready for help side defense. And Radimbo, a little bit of a hang time, able to draw the foul. So he's going to go to the free throw line for the first time in this game by either team. Take a look at this. Strong take. Gets the contact. And help side, not outside of that semicircle to try and get the block, but definitely going to make Jonah Radimbo get his points from the free throw line as he misses the first of two. That's the first team foul going against PAOK on the second offensive possession for Murcia, and misses two in a row. So PAOK got away with one on that possession. Tyreek gives it up. And Beverly slips, finds his footing though, gets a pick up top, and no foul on that penetration. And good job getting back defensively. DeJulius, he stops, he pops, and that shot is good. Patrick Beverly gives it up. PAOK trying to run their offense this time. Tyree goes to his pull-up shot, no good. Fight for the offensive rebound, but it's going to be Murcia ball. And well, there's the replay as the referee right there on the baseline makes the right call. And nice pick and roll action in the middle. Spin move was no good. And I think it's going to stay Murcia ball though. Let's take a look. Kakok goes to the spin move, loses it on the way up, but goes off the hands. Catch and shoot opportunity out of bounds. And that one rolls in and out. So PAOK down with an opportunity to take the lead again. And this time rejects the screen, goes up strong, and takes the lead is Tyree for PAOK. Both teams sharing the lead here early in this game, a back and forth game, and left wide open after the screen is DeJulius. Averages just around 8 points a game and already has 4 points in here. Slams it home, comes up with a steal. No one there to get back is Devontae PAOK. Stop, pop, three-point shot off the back iron, comes up with the offensive rebound though, so another possession for the visitors. They give it up. Big man, three-point shot is left open, and he ties the game for PAOK. Remember, a 6-point lead for the visitors heading into this game. It's aggregate scoring, so UCAM Murcia have to win by 7 points or more to book their ticket to the FIBA Europe Cup finals, as that shot well short. We're tied at 9 apiece, and that's going to be a foul going away from the ball as Falk stares down his player saying, well, I thought you were harder to move than that. Let's take a look here. Falk just trying to be aggressive and not allow the offensive player to set a screen, but a little bit too aggressive. So now 1 foul apiece for both teams. Beverly has it up top, gives it to the roller, and nice little fadeaway. Melvin, big game last week. And an easy flush and a nice start for PAOK BC here in the first on the road, as they are now up 4 points, 9-13. We have 5 minutes remaining, and catch and shoot 3-point opportunity. And well, Radabo missed those 2 easy free throw attempts on the second offensive possession for Murcia, and he makes up with it on that shot. As cuts the lead of PAOK to just 1 point, 12-13. Beverly shaking and baking. He steps to his left, and that shot hits nothing but the night sky here in Murcia, Spain. So 12-13 advantage for the visitors. Murcia, opportunity now for another lead change. Jonah, a little bit of a hang time. Boy, he is athletic, folks. And he now has 5 points in this game after 2 missed free throws. Radabo. And just splitting the defense and slamming it home is Tyree. So nice response by both of these teams. And what I like is different people stepping up every possession here early in the game. And that tough shot, high arcing shot, hits the rim as Beverly comes up with the rebound. He gives it up. And strong take by Melvin. Can't get it to go though. And it's a little too hard off the backboard. Now Murcia have numbers. They try and go inside to the big man, Devontae PAOK. And, well, this is not a good sign, folks, as Patrick Beverly looks very shaken up. Not sure if it's his shoulder or his elbow, possibly his hand, as he was coming from the help side. and ran into Devontae Kakok. Let's take a look here. So Kakok doing exactly what he was taught, and I think Patrick Beverly just a very hard fall to the ground, and not sure if he's gonna stay in the game. No, his coach says come out, get checked by the medical staff. And just a great seal there by Kakok in the transition. He knew his defender was on top of him. He stopped. It was a perfect pass, led Kakok, and not able to hold on to it, but do draw the foul. And it was a nice shot fake. Couldn't get the shot to actually go, though. And turning the ball over, but giving it right back, as I believe maybe got lucky on this possession. It was almost a turnover. And a little bit of full court pressure here by Murcia. Here it is, look. Gives it up to, tried to give it up, I should say, to Tyree. And Tyree has come out big early in this game and given PAOK a 3-point lead. And cutting into that lead, though, right away, coming in off the bench is Howard St. Roos. And when you're feeling it, why not? But nice contested shot as Brian Tyree misses that attempt. Still a 1-point lead, though. We got 2:40 remaining in the first. Great job there offensively, keeping the defender on his back. A little bit of a snake offense there. David DeJulius coming alive here in these semifinals. He now has 6 points already in the game, averaging 8.3 a game during the regular season. And, well, not sure if that's going to be rewarded to Ben Moore, because it might have got tipped by a player in red. 9 points now for Moore, so it was credited to him. And here's the hustle, and that's what coach is talking about. 50-50 balls, so important this late in the season. As Falk is able to tie it up. And again, a couple players shaken up on this end of the court. And so a jump ball call after the hustle play by Willem Falk. So 1-point lead for PAOK, so technically a 7-point lead, you could say. As Falk coming out, getting a breather. As not sure what's happening now. As I think Coach Butskos wanted to make a substitution. Filios was ready to check in, and I think the scores table said that he was not there in time, so it can't happen yet. And left open, 2-point shot, no good. And Murcia doing a good job getting back defensively and slowing down the easy look and fast break opportunities of PAOK. And tough shot, no foul call, and it's going to be ball back to Murcia, so nice help there. As I think Antonis, not sure if he's asking for a foul yet, so he was saying he was fouled. Coniaris, let's take a look here. Well, kind of from this angle, it looks like a really good job of the defender tipping the ball from behind and not swiping down and getting hand wrist on that movement. So now Murcia with an opportunity again to tie the game. PAOK last couple of minutes have led As the first few minutes of the game was definitely back and forth, and Forrest ending up drawing a foul, but PAOK with fouls to give, and Coniaris with his first personal foul. It's only the second team foul. Little Spanish action. They leave the point guard open. That one, though, no good. And the save comes up with it. So an opportunity, another offensive opportunity, and finds the big man underneath. And he is able to finish, goes to the left. So great hustle play on that action leads to a 2-point bucket and a 1-point lead for Murcia. Allen gets to the free throw line. He lets his shot go. That one rolls in and out. And left open from the free throw line. No good. So just still only a 1-point advantage. Nice pick and roll, go inside. The left-hand finish, no good. There for the offensive rebound, though, is Allen. Allen kicks it out. There's 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lots of time to get a good look. And that one, no good. And now Murcia have plenty of time to get a good look as a smart foul there going, Dimsa, I should say, picking up a smart foul, knowing that his team had fouls to give. And not everyone was back defensively. So it takes one for the team. So shot clock is turned off. They're going to go with a 3. Will it count? No, they're saying the foul. A moving screen was called before. So that 3-point basket will be waved off, and a screaming foul. Let's take a look here. I don't know if they're saying that maybe they tripped him. So that's a call for the foul, and that 3-point basket does not count. We now have 5 seconds till the end of the first quarter for PAOK to get a good shot opportunity. Allen taking the ball out. Plenty of time to attack the basket aggressively here, and that's exactly what they do. A little bit of a hang time from Tyree, but he can't get it to go. So that is going to be the end of the first quarter. A 1-point lead for Murcia over PAOK after 10 minutes of action. It was a back and forth contest, even though PAOK for the majority of that first quarter were in the lead. There were 11 lead changes in this first quarter. There are the statistics. And, well, neither team really getting to the free throw line. And not for a lack of trying, but maybe just good defense, as PAOK slightly out-rebounding Murcia, 12-8. Turnovers, not really an issue for either team. And shooting percentages, they popped up quickly, so we are at 74% for the home team from 2-point range and 50%. They've only taken 4 3-point shot attempts, though. And PAOK, on the other hand, they're shooting 50% from 2 and 1 of 4 from 3-point range. Ben Moore, 9 points already. David DeJulius, he has 6. And those are the leading scorers for both teams. After 10 minutes of action, keep having to remind myself and remind you guys, don't forget, PAOK BC with a win last week, a 6-point win. So they technically have a 5-point lead here starting the second quarter. As they start with the ball, and Tyree gives it up, and I think that's going to be Murcia ball. I do not think it went off of a red jersey as Coniaris, struggling his first few possessions in this ball game, as he did think he was fouled on his 2 takes to the basket. Referees disagreed though, and here's Spanish action, very well defended that last time. And well, his first 3-point shot got waved off because it was a foul, but this time Michael Forrest left open slightly and makes that one count. He's averaging 14 points a game this season for Murcia in the FIBA Europe Cup. Nice penetration, finds the big man underneath, and easily, zero hesitation, Clifford Omuriyi, flushes it home. Gotta help the helper and not allow such a deep penetration. As again, same type of situation, and Clifford with the flush, zero hesitation, get it to him that close to the basket. He is gonna throw it down. Forrest now working up top, deep penetration and kicks, and that shot long. Oh, Radabo. It's the back rim. And last touch off of Nagic. So ball back to PAOK. As Tyree's fade array. No good, but who was there for the offensive rebound? Kick back, that 3-point shot. Hits the back iron. And now seeing the hops of Jonah Radabo. And that one well off the mark. And this time, clearly the scouting report by PAOK for Emmanuel Kate is to leave him open and let him shoot, as we have seen that defense from the beginning of the game. And both teams thought they deserved the ball on that last defensive rebound situation. And it will go to the visitors though. And the floater on the other end as PAOK takes another lead in this game. They're up by 2. They led for about 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes of that first quarter, as Tyree is going to get called for the reach-in foul. This is the semifinals, a trip to the finals on the line here tonight. And it's not just about the winners. Murcia will need to win by 7 points or more, as Forrest, how in the world did he even get that shot up? And isn't able to make it, but he does draw a foul on Clifford Omuriyi. Kind of gets him on his back. And, well, Clifford said, what else am I supposed to do? I have my hands straight up. And referees call his first foul. So Murcia, their third and fourth trip to the free throw line, have not made a free throw here tonight. And PAOK have not even attempted a free throw attempt. Makes the second. So back to a small 1-point lead. And tough shot. Can't really defend much better than that, as Tyree has come out to play here tonight. And the response, he says, "You're going to leave me open, I'm going to make you pay." He felt disrespected, folks. Tyree gives it up. Open in the corner. That's so good. Allen can come up with the offensive rebound. So Murcia, another opportunity to cut into the lead, or take the lead, I should say. And why not? He just made one, made that 2 in a row. Leave me open all night. Coach gave me confidence before the game and said, shoot if they are going to leave you open. And that's exactly what he has done here in the first half. Emmanuel Kate enjoying his moment tonight as he gives Murcia another lead. They're absolutely loving it, folks. A foul away from the ball going against Murcia. Almost turn it over. As Tyree has it. And that shot goes up. Going to run point guard with the confidence that he has right now. Ooh. Fancy step through. $1 million move. Couldn't get the finish to go, though. This time we're going to have a foul, I think. And it's going to be a foul on the floor to Julius. Tried to get the referees to bait. Into the fact that he was in a shooting motion. But they're not going to fall for that. Way too experienced. Julius wants another one up top. Gets another screen up top. And takes a little bit of contact. Wants the foul. Doesn't matter. He has a 2-point bucket, though. The response as Murcia now again up. PAOK, what are they going to do? They're going to stop. They're going to pop. And how in the world? Tyree from showing his range as he ties the game again here tonight in Murcia, Spain. Julius goes to the floater. No one's stopping him. And we're going to have a foul. Far away from the basket. Not sure if one has come out and that was why. Or coach had already made the decision to take him out. Maybe he needed a little bit of a breather. Beverly back into the game. Remember, he fell hard early in the first quarter and came out and forcing the turnover. Murcia. Nice pass, big man running hard. And the block comes from behind, but he's going to be rewarded with his efforts to a trip to the free throw line. Is working on his shooting form before he steps up to the line. Is the big man. Look at this. From Romania, Emmanuel Cate, averaging 8.5 points, 4.5 rebounds a game this season. He had 8 points last week in the semifinals. And referees wants to talk about something, not sure what it is. I don't know if the two coaches are getting a little heated with each other, or if it's the fans behind the bench of the PAOK players. So, Boots Ghost, I think he might be talking to the referee. Maybe the fan is just getting a little bit too close to his players on the bench. As I couldn't see the action, I was watching the free throw on the other side. PAOK trying to get back to the FIBA Euro Cup finals. They were there last year. And so yeah, I do think that the fans have been asked to respect the players on the bench for PAOK. And, well, I think Coach Alonso was probably saying, hey, you've played in PAOK in Greece before, and it is not an easy atmosphere at all. And it's just part of the game. As Cate misses the first short, so not great free throw shooting by Murcia. They're only 1 of 5 in this game. And PAOK, on the other hand, have not even attempted yet in the game. And what's crazy is they typically go about 21 times a game. And Cate missing both of his free throw attempts, so we actually had a lane violation and that is why PAOK are taking the ball out on the sideline. Foul on the defense before the shot attempt, and Falk just called for the reach in, I think. Moore, he has it. He spins baseline. He goes in hard. And Moore, great start to this game for him. Don't forget, averaged 10 rebounds, 7 rebounds and 10 points a game during the regular season. And we're going to have a holding foul. Coniaris tasked with trying to defend David DeJulius, and well, DeJulius heading to the free as PAOK have committed 5 team fouls. So Murcia take the lead again. And make it a 2-point for them with 4 minutes remaining until halftime. So you could technically say that it's a 4-point lead for PAOK. And don't forget, aggregate scoring. So if for whatever reason Murcia ends at the end of regulation by 6, we will have overtime, as Ben Moore convinced he did not touch that ball. And I think coach is going to use his coaching challenge. Let's take a look here. And well, that video down and take a look who it really went off of. But Ben Moore convinced that he did not touch that ball. So let's listen into the referees and take a look at what they are seeing as well. Well, sorry, we can't listen in to the referees on their headset. Don't forget, if they can't overturn the call unless they are absolutely 100% positive. So depending on the camera angles that are sometimes available, they will initial call. But Moore definitely had it initially. Well, Coach Bustos made the right call there, using his coaching challenge, and the call was overturned. So it's going to be PAOK ball with a new shot clock, 40 on the shot clock. They're trailing by 2, and talk about a game back and forth, and a foul before the 3. DeJulius was the one on the ground. Not sure who was going against. And Coniaris, not sure if they'll look. So let's take a look here. Oh, okay. So DeJulius just kind of gets run over. But I think he was called for the foul. So it will stay here. And well, Coach Alonso, after getting the explanation by the referee, seems to be okay with what the referee saw and called. And that time, a strong take by Antonis Coniaris, and finally gets a basket to go. He did make that 3, but it was waved off because a foul was called before. They go up top, and a great pick and roll action as Gakok throws the alley-oop home. A nice, perfect pass by David DeJulius, and Murcia stay back up on top. Allen, a tough shot. And this time, they will not need to review it, as it will be PAOK ball. And having a tough time getting it in. Doesn't matter though, tough time getting it in. The only thing that counts is that Timmy Allen gets all the way to the basket and ties the game again. David has it up top. We're going to see another alley-oop. That time he's fouled on the pass, so he's going to go to the free throw line. Neither coach using timeouts in this first half. You might see some in these last couple of minutes, and there it was. DeJulius to PAOK. Perfect pass. The alley-oop dunk by Devontae PAOK. And we're going to have an unsportsmanlike foul, so Antonis Corniaris, frustration coming out of him early here in the first half as he heads to the bench after that foul. Let's take a look. He dribbles the ball off his own foot, I believe it was. Just fouls David DeJulius as he had an open lane for a fast break basket, and that's why we have the unsportsmanlike foul. So it's going to be 2 free throws and the ball. Second foul, I believe, for Corniaris. A 4-point lead. Screen up top, open, front rim. Here's the hustle, and hits it off. Oh no, sorry, I don't think he was able to. Didn't hit it off. Great hustle, just not able to hold on to it. Take a look. So here's Dimsa. I think he was already out of bounds. So it's going to stay. Oh no, sorry. It was not out of bounds, so it was a great heads-up play. Sorry, 3 fouls for Corniaris, along with 3 turnovers, and a lot of frustration by the Greek point guard. Early in this game, as Falk checking out, getting a little bit of a breather. And there you see the frustration of Corniaris, a staple on this PAOK team over the years. He's played the majority of adult professional career. 40-37 after those free throws, as David Julius gets a big screen up top. He's left open. That one can't get it to go as Beverly comes down with the rebound and has the ball. DeJulius gets in with the floater, can't get it to go. That would have brought the fans to their feet had he made that one. And another turnover, 2 turnovers. We have a 2-on-1, and they go up top. That a foul was called before the shot attempt. Doesn't matter though. PAOK's going to go to the free throw line. So 2 consecutive turnovers. And can Murcia take advantage? They missed that last fast. PAOK 4 points in this game. A big time alley-oop dunk though, averaging 12 points a game, 6 rebounds. He had 14 points last week in rebounds. As he makes the first. Only a 57% free throw shooter on the season this year. And gets both to go. So we have a 5-point lead with 1:27 remaining, as Cleveland has been quiet here today. Don't forget Melvin, player of the game in my opinion. Last week, 22 points and 8 rebounds. 42-37, 1:20 before halftime. 2 consecutive turnovers for PAOK. They haven't even had a shot opportunity to make that. 3 consecutive turnovers. We have a 3-on-2 trailer. He shot fakes, gets to the free throw line and gets it to go, as Murcia going on a little bit of a run after that shot by goes in. And we have a timeout. Coach Botskus does not want this to get out of hand with a minute remaining before halftime and let Murcia go into the half on a run and confidence rising. So he calls his first timeout after 3 team turnovers and a lead. Let's listen into the timeout. Oh, out of the timeout. What are PAOK going to do? Beverly hesitates, gets to the basket. No offensive rebound, though, is Clifford. Extra pass, 3-point shot, and a great offensive possession. Exactly what PAOK needed as they cut the lead to 4. And now we have a quick timeout by Coach Alonso and Murcia. We have 45 seconds remaining before half. So here was with the offensive rebound, extra pass, open shooter, and nothing but net.
When we
DeJulius gives it up. That shot, no good, hits front rim. So PAOK, well, Murcia will get the ball back if they put up a good defensive possession. Can't foul, you're gonna put PAOK on the free throw line. Don't forget, this is a team who normally goes around 21 times to the free throw line. They are back here today as Melvin, he wants it. He's ISO'd up top, double team comes, and it's gonna be a foul, so a trip to the free throw line. St. Ruth is gonna be called for it. Coming in a little bit too hot there to double team Cleveland Melvin. And, well, easy call. Got a lot of hands and body. And he misses his attempt. And misses both, but gets his own rebound. The floater, no good. Murcia are lucky on that last free throw attempt, and the miss is now. No! Are you kidding me? Before half, David DeJulius with a big-time three-point shot. The game is a one-point game, technically, for Murcia. UCAM Murcia are up on PAOK 47-40. We have 20 minutes left of basketball to play. David DeJulius giving that lead a bump at half, 47-40. Riding a little bit of momentum the last couple minutes of the second quarter. What a game David DeJulius is having, folks. 19 points, 6 to 10, 4 is perfect from the free throw line. That was his first three-point shot attempt, and he hit nothing but the net. There are the shooting percentages. 64% for Murcia from free throw line, but only 1 of 4. They've only been 4 times. That's what's more shocking, in my opinion. Rebounds, PAOK well in control of that statistical category. Only 13 for Murcia compared to 25 for PAOK. Ben Moore, 11 points. David DeJulius having the night of his. I've only seen 20 minutes of basketball. He already has 19 points on the game, 6 to 10 shooting, 5 of 9 from 2-point range. He's 1 of 1 from 3 and 6 of 6 from the free throw line. What a first half for him. I mentioned it at the start of the game, averaging 8 points a game, 3.6 assists. His other season best this year was back, I think it was in December, where he had 15 points. So a huge first half for the point guard from Murcia, as we get to enjoy some highlights here at halftime, and we will be back for third quarter action shortly.
En la región de Murcia, cada viaje es una oportunidad para llenar tu mochila. Llena tu mochila de respeto y compromiso por la naturaleza y tienes la razón. Llena tu mochila de conocimiento, de historias y tradiciones, de sabores auténticos, de producto local que alimenta cuerpo y alma. Llena tu mochila de experiencias únicas, de senderos, de montañas, costas y valles, con movimiento. De paisajes que se sienten y momentos que se quedan.
Here right now, it would be UCAM Murcia heading to the finals of the FIBA Euro Cup. That being said, we still have another 20 minutes of play to determine who to the finals. A big-time performance by David DeJulius. 19 points for him, 4 assists. No team scoring in double digits, but they honestly didn't really need that. Tyree has 11, and Ben Moore also has 11 for PAOK. They're the only 2 players in double-digit scoring. Don't forget, PAOK third in this competition in points at 87.1 points per game. So more or less on their way to having that kind of an outing. It's the 47 points by Murcia at halftime when they only averaged 71.4 points a game. And earlier during the first, I think to me, the biggest is free throw attempts, as PAOK normally get to the line 21 times a game, I think it is, and have only attempted 4 free throws. They've only made free throws as well. And Murcia not really taking advantage from the free throw line either. They have 20 minutes of basketball left to play here. Murcia, can they hold on to this lead? They need to win by 7 points or more, as both teams coming out as third quarter action almost underway here. Third quarter underway here. FIBA Europe Cup semifinals. It is the second leg. PAOK trailing 47-40. So technically they're trailing by 1 point, as Allen tries off, instead ends up turning it over. And we have a jump ball situation. So it will be Murcia ball. Well, Coach Alonso has to be happy with the way his team played here, as PAOK. 1.1 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They got to get it in. They do, and they have to tip it, and that one no good. So Murcia now. DeJulius, hard step out, hard hedge against him. And it's going to be a foul. No, sorry, I think it's going to be a foul going against Dimsa on the penetration against St. Ruth. Let's take a look here. Yeah, maybe that right arm. So shot clock will be reset to 14. Julius loses his footing, and that time a little bit too strong, as the fans wanted an out-of-bounds call. Tyree goes to his pull-up. That one hits the back iron. Fight for the rebound, and it comes up into the hands of Tyree. Shot, as he misses again from around the free throw line, and strong take And I think it's going to be called an offensive foul. So a great job getting back defensively, setting your feet. Let's take a look here as Howard St. Ruth comes up hobbling. And there's an excellent defensive effort there. Stands his ground, takes the charge. So ball back to PAOK. Tyree has it up top. He gets all the way to the basket, but he is rejected. In the middle, who has been the hype man for this Murcia team. Started in the first half. It's continuing here in the second. Talk about protecting your rim and your home court. Emmanuel Kate showing up big here tonight. Clifford is going to go to the free throw line. Well, the PAOK fans trying to get their team on a roll here to start the third quarter. Back. Fancy footwork. That time no foul and no basket. He's missed a couple shots here in the third. Oh, nice pass to Clifford, running the floor hard as he goes in strong. And PAOK, a little bit of a run here. With an uncharacteristic, unnecessary turnover. And a little bit of frustration as Jonah Radabo trying to calm his teammates down and telling them, hey, no worries, we've got this, calm down, no need to start now. And that was a strong take by Clifford. And Kate trying to inbounds the ball quickly, but DeJulius just not ready. Tyree has it up top. He gives it up. Clifford on the base. We have a 6-0 run for PAOK, and Coach Alonso does not like the way his team has come out and started this third quarter as he calls a quick timeout already here in the game. Well, I like this. Alonso wasn't necessarily about X's and O's. more to stop the momentum out of PAOK, and it should be Murcia ball. As PAOK just scored. As, I don't know, Timmy Allen trying to get away with a freebie, but he didn't know it himself either. PAOK won at home last week, 79-73. So Murcia have to win by 7 or more. As Kate spin, no good, tries to follow his shot and not able to come up with it though. As Allen now running point for PAOK. Clifford gives it up. Good from the free throw line. DeJulius pushing the tempo, and he is going to be fouled by Patrick Beverly. So it's going to be a ball out on the sideline. And another quick foul going against Beverly. As checking into the game is Filios for PAOK. And that shot as well. David DeJulius cooling in the third quarter as he was scorching hot. 19 points in the first. He has missed his first 3 shot attempts in the third quarter. Penetration and kick. That time turnover. We got a 2-on-1. And DeJulius lays that one in. So nice steal by Martin. As, well, that's what got them the lead in the second quarter. They forced PAOK into 3 consecutive turnovers, and could this be 2 in a row? And we have a whistle. Patrick Beverly was the one who checked out of the game after that second personal foul in the third. And, well, don't forget, Patrick Beverly started his playing career, professional career, I should say, university career, over in Europe. He has played in the Greek League before for Olympiacos back in the day. And I think a traveling is going to be called. So Murcia with a good defensive possession. Beverly has also played in the FIBA Europe Cup. Very much back in the day. Ooh, shot fake, excuse me. And a strong penetration by Kellen Martin as he gets Melvin off his feet. Look at this. Boom. And then takes him off the dribble and makes his first free throw attempt. Yeah, I believe MVP back in his early career of the FIBA Europe Cup. Tyree shaking and baking up top. Nice pass underneath, but it's stripped from behind. And now Murcia, well, they had a layup, but they settled for a three. And that one, no good, but there for the offensive rebound. PAOK there. Ball. Not a bad choice, knowing that you have your teammates underneath the basket and can come up with the offensive rebound. It was a 4-on-1 opportunity, though, almost. And it's going to stay. Ball on the baseline. He's talking to the commissioner. Oh, gets the and-1 to go. A three-point play opportunity more. Look at this. Catches, goes up strong, is almost tripped. Gets the basket to go. So a three on the line here. As they're still trailing by 5. And a foul call as PAOK going to the free throw line. So that foul is kind of, you're in the cylinder. Moving down. Player has the right to be able to pivot and move, and PAOK missing another one and make that another 2 misses from the free throw line for Murcia. They have not shot the ball well from the charity stripe in this game. And another turnover and another numbers opportunity. And that one he gets to go. Jonah Radabal missed the last fast break, open three-point look. That time doesn't miss 2 in a row. A 56-49 lead with 3:45 remaining. And we have, I think, a technical foul going against the bench of Murcia as Coach Cito Alonso looks over and says, guys, what are you doing? Not what we need right now. Take a look here. Oh, maybe it was against Martin. I'm not sure. But absolutely, this could be a momentum changer for PAOK. They'll have one free throw. They'll get to keep the ball. Julius looking and saying, guys, points to his forehead and says, we need to be smarter, folks. We are better than this. They also had a few shaky possessions to begin the third quarter. Were able to bounce back after a timeout from Coach Alonso. So the first free throw was for the technical, and it was a foul. So back to the free throw line because it's a bonus situation. And, well, made the technical. Misses the first of 2. And Moore goes 2 of 3 from the line. So we have a 5-point. Julius gives it up. He gets it back and tries to find the big man rolling to the basket. That time, ball is tipped. Probably could have gone to his floater, as Moore did a good job reading the pass there and getting it, his fingertips on it. So 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ball on the baseline. Lots of time. They go inside, and we have a foul. So back to the free throw line is PAOK. (56-51), and has a mismatch over Timmy Allen. And Allen, not much to do there other than foul or possibly give an easy look to the basket to Honestly, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Shoots, like I mentioned in the first, 57%. He just missed 2 earlier in this quarter. Makes the first of 2 that time, though. 11 of 18, only 61% is Murcia from the free throw line. And this time, 1 of 2 the last time at the charity stripe, going 2 of 2. And puts Murcia back up to a 58-51 lead. 13 lead changes in this game already. And strong take, gets the contact, no foul, offensive rebound. And we have a jump ball. And Cleveland Melvin, a very quiet night for him. 22 points last week, 16 points a game in the regular season for PAOK. Only has 2 points, 1 of 5 shooting in his minutes here tonight as the star from the first half. David DeJulius going to the bench for a little bit of a breather. Ooh. Well, great hesitation, gets all the way to the basket, no good. But his big man in the middle, PAOK there for the easy tip in. It's a 9-point lead, 2:48 remaining in the third. It's been a very quiet game for him so far. This is his moment to take over and get PAOK back into this game. Don't forget, Murcia have to win by 7 or more, folks. Melvin gives it back. Tyrese says, hold on. Allen gets the ball stripped. And nowhere to go, but it's good. Foul on the pass, but back to the free throw line is Murcia. Beverly back into the game as well for PAOK. Got 2:06 remaining here in the third. And PAOK just in a row. Missed 2 earlier this quarter in a row. Makes the first. Can he make the second? And that one halfway down, but jumps back out. So it goes 1 of 2, 61-53. Tyree gets to the free throw line, and he rattles his shot in. It's a 6-point game. So the game is basically tied from last week's game. This is for a trip. PAOK with the floater. David DeJulius had the scoring brunt, and the response by Brian Tyree. Saying David DeJulius had the scoring in the first, and Devontae Kakok has taken over for Murcia here in the second. Forrest has it up. Has to put up a very tough shot as shot clock was winding down. Tyree, skip pass. And oh, Banks at home. Cleveland Melvin is waking up here. Third. And the banks are open here in Murcia, Spain. It is past 10 p.m. Kakok is stripped by Melvin. And now they're going to want to, I imagine, hold the ball for one last shot opportunity. A nice comeback here late in the third for PAOK. They're trailing by 3. Tyree in and out. And be it. We have 10 minutes remaining. 63-60. The home team, UCAM Murcia, with a slight lead in this game. But they're actually trailing by 3 in aggregate scoring. It is going to be a game down to the wire. The lead changes, game's tied. Well, 63-60 heading into the fourth, as we'll get to take a quick look at some statistics. There they are, and also some highlights from the third. 4 of 11 from three-point range for PAOK. They've only been 10 times, though, to the free throw line.
Y también tenemos a Mariano Punto con nosotros en información. Gracias, Mariano, por venir. Palacio, manos arriba, Palacio.
Well, folks, start of the fourth quarter here, the second leg of the semifinals of this year's FIBA Euro Cup. PAOK are technically up considering the aggregate scoring, but they are trailing by 3. Murcia needs to win by 7 or more to book themselves a ticket to the finals. And that is not what they want to see. Patrick Beverly goes strong, gets the layup to go, and we're going to have a blocking foul going against Tyree. So 63-62. Lots of time remaining. Tyree going to the bench after that. Well, Forrest is going to be called with an offensive foul. So I think it was an elbow to the face, forearm. And Patrick Beverly a little slow to get up. Seems fine. And the referees are going to take a look, and they're officially going to review this if they want to upgrade it to an unsportsmanlike foul. So Michael Forrest here bringing up the ball. Patrick Beverly picks him up. Well, can't see much from that angle. I think the referees can decide if it's an excessive use, not a basketball move or basketball play, to upgrade a foul. Well, let's see what the referees say. So no, they're just going to go with a personal foul, saying that it was a natural basketball movement. Need to upgrade it to an unsportsmanlike, but after the offensive foul, it will be PAOK ball. And that one tipped out of bounds. 13 seconds. 19 points in the first. Can he find that hot hand here in the fourth? PAOK played last year in the FIBA Europe Cup final against Bilbao Basket, a Spanish club. Melvin, he was quiet till the last couple minutes in the third. Beverly has to put it up, does put it up, and gets it to go. So Patrick Beverly coming alive late here in this game for PAOK. Julius gives it up. Martin. Good stop. He pops. And I think it's going to go PAOK ball. Well, game of runs here tonight. 14 lead changes. The game has been tied 6 times. Murcia have led 21 minutes of this game. They led 7 minutes 30 of the game. And Cleveland Melvin. Well, it was a quiet first half for the MVP of last week's game. But he has come alive late for PAOK. It's best for last. He now has 9 points, only had 2 points at half. And we have a timeout on the floor. Well, it's not only a 4-point lead, it's technically a 10-point lead for PAOK. And right, it's like they might be returning to the FIBA Euro Cup finals. Julius gives it up. He gets it back. He's going to have to go and start creating for his team. Shake and bake, goes to the fadeaway on the baseline. That one rattles in and out. Kate there for the offensive rebound. He kicks it out, open in the corner. That one too strong. Another offense for Murcia. This time, Julius gets all the way to the basket. It's an and one. A 3-point play opportunity. So Murcia doing the job on the boards and gets the desperate score that they need. Alan's frustrated, says, how in the world did that one go in? Well, the good news is DeJulius only has 23 points. 19 of those came in the first half. And make that 24 points, folks. Devontae Kaka for Murcia here in the second, but they're going to have to dig down. 7:15 remaining, and they are still trailing by 7 with the aggregate scoring. That time, Melvin, no good on the turnaround jump shot. DeJulius all the way to the basket. 5 consecutive points for David DeJulius. 68-67. Allen now has it up top for PAOK. And that one no good. Comes up with his own offensive rebound. And it is going to be called a jump ball on his shot attempt. (79-73) with the score of last week's game. Don't forget, Cleveland Melvin, 22 points in that. Korean Tyree, 19 points. Ben Moore, double-double, 13 and 11. Tyree, well, he is waking up, folks. He is getting hot. 7 consecutive points for David D. For 5 in red. Melvin gives it up to Beverly. Beverly drives, just throws it up. Good, so a little bit of a run here by Murcia. DeJulius stops, pops, he ties the game. It is a 6-point lead. Aggregate scoring. Game is tied. Coach Butzkus calls a timeout. 5:52 remaining. It is neck and neck. The game is tied. Murcia fans are loving it here in Spain tonight. Bilbao Basket waiting to find out who they will be playing in this year's FIBA Euro Cup finals, as they won their game, their second game, but they won aggregate scoring by 4 to book their tickets back-to-back finals for Bilbao. And will they be able to go back-to-back FIBA Euro Cup winners. Wouldn't that be great? A repeat of final if PAOK BC can pull off a win here on the road against Murcia. And that time, zero hesitation. Tyree checks back into the game and goes straight to the basket and gets a 2-point bucket to go. (73-69). Murcia needing to win by 7 or more for a trip to the finals and make it 3-pointers. David DeJulius, 19 points in the first. He had a very quiet third quarter, and he has come alive again for Murcia. The response, no good. Rebound. The star of the game. He hasn't already re-signed with Murcia. He might be signing in the locker room after this game. His elbow jump shot. Are you kidding me, folks? The world. David DeJulius, 36 points. Melvin blocked on the other end. What do you do if you are Murcia? You get the ball in the hands of that man and you say, go to work. Sure. How? He has had, I think it's about 13, 14 consecutive points for Murcia here in the fourth, and we have another timeout. Folks, 80-69, and it has been all David DeJulius. Well, if you did not know number 5 in red, his name is David DeJulius, and he has absolutely taken over this fourth quarter. UCAM Murcia, I mean, it was all him in the first half. 19 points in the first half. Cooled off a little in the third, but the last 3 minutes has been Mr. David DeJulius. And like I mentioned, he has not already re-signed with Murcia. Cannot imagine the club not wanting to bring him back next year. The University of Michigan, the Wolverines, then Addy. Played in a few different clubs, seasons over here in Europe. Obviously got his Slovakian passport and did in 2 games, averaging 26 points a game for them at the pre-FIBA Eurobasket competitions during the window. And a strong take and a foul, not what you want to give up. You do not want to give up and ones right now at this point in the game. Lead like this as Tyree, look at this, shake and bake, great strong move. You're going to foul, you have to make sure that they are not able to score. Don't forget, it was a 6-point lead heading into this game, aggregate score. PAOK won at home last week. Referees making sure they have the right call. So it's 1 free throw, a 3-point shot, 3-point playoff. Okay. And Tyree at the line. PAOK not getting that one to go. They come up with the offensive rebound. Talk about the hustle play. Ben Moore, deep 3-point shot. Tyree can't go, but he gets a deep 3 to go, which is worth more than a free throw. So a 5-point play, more or less, for Brian Tyree. Julius finds the shooter, the response, and the shooter gets it to go. And well, that time, Tyree just forcing Murcia to foul almost. St. Rusa, gotta stay up strong, keep your hands up. No need to reach, which I agree. Make Tyree have to make an incredibly tough basket. But strong take, good job by Tyree. Maybe he should miss it, then get the offensive rebound. Down to 3. Makes the first. And rolls in the second. Neither team shooting the ball well from the free throw line. So if this game does come down to free throws, 62% from the line is PAOK. Murcia, on the other hand, are at 65%. So not a... And Beverly is going to get called for the reach-in foul. Don't forget, Patrick Beverly, during his NBA career, known as a defensive stopper, tries to come up with the steal, but PAOK had fouls to give. Julius, nowhere to go, so goes to the step back. That one hits the front rim. And Tyree, pass, they kick it out. Beverly has it up top. Time on the clock. Goes to the 3. That one, no good. And we're going to have a rebounding foul going against Murcia. So I think that's going to put PAOK on the free throw line. And again, I said it's down to free throw shooting. Who would that necessarily benefit? And hard to say because both teams shooting in the 60s this game. PAOK shot 76%. And UCAM Murcia on the season shot 71%. Well, Allen taking his time at the line. Gets a second to go. Could this be a repeat of the FIBA Euro Cup finals from last year, 2025 season. They come up with the rebound. It's a 5-point game. So it's technically a 1-point lead. And strong take, no one stops the ball. And Coach Alonso has to call a timeout as Brian Tyree has been taking over PAOK the stretch of this fourth quarter. So a 3-point game, which is technically a 3-point lead for PAOK as their fans, I don't know if they're loving it or if they're stressed or a little bit of both, not sat down all game long. Well, they need a bucket here. It won't be do or die, but a good look is needed. Martin shot fakes his three, front rim, and not able to come up with the offensive rebound is Kakok. So PAOK back with the ball. They technically have a 3-point lead and the ball right now, 1:47 remaining. Brian Tyree has been huge, number 5, the man wearing the black jersey with the ball right now. Almost a turnover. Able to hold on to it and come up with Tyree's spin move, jump shot. No good. Another offensive rebound, possibly. No, not this time. They got numbers. They got numbers. They go up hard. And 2-point. Why not? You're still trailing by 1, by 2 points if you want to advance to the finals. They need to dig down and get a stop here tonight. Beverly has it up top. He wants the screen. Shot clock winding down. Are they aware? And it's going to be a kick ball. So shot clock reset to 14, and that favors PAOK. Melvin into the game. Timmy Allen heading to the bench. We got more. We got Beverly. We got the man, Brian Tyree, number 5. And Precidas, he has been quiet all game long. He's going to take the ball out of bounds. Beverly takes it out. Gets it to Tyree. Tyree, he stops, he pops. That one, no good. Big time offensive rebound by Moore. Tyree, it is a 1-point lead for PAOK. And almost turns it over. Melvin from the corner gets it to go. Oh my goodness. How in the world? It is. The response might be too late. No timeouts. And this time, Coach Butskis is going to call a timeout, 88-83. So it is a 1-point lead for PAOK, 8.5 seconds. David DeJu. Well, we can talk about strategy, or we can go and listen in the timeout. Let's go and do that. Well, they need to come up with a steal. The way PAOK has shot the free throw, so you either go with a steal. So this is where some coaches prefer to take the ball out on the other end, but if they turn it over quickly in the backcourt, it is an easier shot opportunity for the other team. So there's a lot of coaches, I think 50-50 coaches prefer to take the ball out in the front court. They get it to Tyree, and Murcia have to go ahead and foul right. So they are going to send Tyree to the free throw line. And like I said, neither team really shooting the ball incredibly well. 67% for PAOK. For PAOK. And in the season, a 70% free throw shooter. And he gets the first to go. I'm not kidding you when I say these fans have not sat the entire game. Some big time offensive rebounds here in the fourth. Ben Moore has come up big for PAOK. And he gets a second to go. And we have a substitution. Alonzo doesn't have any timeouts left. 88-85. 4-point play would be perfect, and smart foul by Timmy Allen. They have fouls to give. Whatever you want to do, whatever you do, you don't want to give up a 3-point shot. Possibility of a 4-point play. They do have another foul to give. They're going to have to score quickly to get it in the backcourt, and that just might be it. Oh, we have a foul. St. Roos. Nope, 3 free throws coming up. So 88-85. It is a 3-point lead scoring for the visitors, who had that 6-point home court win last week. So what do? Remember that FIBA World Cup, Canada versus missed the free throw, and U.S. got the rebound, kicked it out, 3-point shot in the corner. Do you do something like that? We got to make your first 2 free throws, though. He missed his first, though. Needs to make the second. Make the second, miss the third on purpose. Miss the third on purpose. Get the off down and a putback, go to overtime. Misses, no good. Clifford there for the defensive rebound. And we have flashbacks, folks. That is it. Returning to the final is PAOK BC. As both coaches seem a little heated. Returning to, and they will be also playing Bilbao Basket. So unfortunately, both staff, both coaches, a little bit heated, and not what we like to see, because basketball is all about sportsmanship. For the Tyree celebrating. And so he should be, because he had a huge fourth quarter. Was big time late for them. They needed his scoring, and he came up. Finished with 29 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. Brian Tyree, number 5. And that is it. The final score, UCAM Murcia 89, PAOK 85. But because of because of their win last week, their 6-point win last week, they will be moving on to the FIBA Euro Cup finals for season in a row. And it is deja vu from last year, because they will be playing Bilbao Basket in the final as well. Aggregate scoring. Sorry, lost the word there for a second. We have to give credit where credit is due. David DeJulius, 41 points, 6 assists. We have to ask our statisticians. That has to be some kind of FIBA Euro Cup record, at least in a semifinal. He had 19 of those points in the first half. I think he had 4 points in the third, and exploded for Murcia again in the fourth when they needed him most. Unfortunately, they just did not have enough to pull home win. They had to win by 7 or more, and were not able to do that against PAOK, the team with a big road win. And they will be back. Will want revenge, folks. Oh. Miles from the visitors. And what a win on the road. Well, Murcia FIBA Euro Cup season has come to an end. There it is, their shooting percentages for both teams. PAOK just killing Murcia on the rebounds all game long. 41 points. This Brian Tyree, 29. Talk about big-time performances from big-time players. More huge offensive rebounds on those last few offensive possessions for PAOK. And well, we'll get some highlights, but we know that PAOK BC will be playing Bilbao Basket. It will be a repeat of last year's FIBA Euro Cup finals, with Bilbao winning that contest. Should also say, final last year, Bilbao Basket won, but it was only a 5-point win. Don't forget aggregate scoring, and Bilbao outscored PAOK 154 to 149. So talk about a rematch for the ages. Bilbao be able to pull off back-to-back seasons as FIBA Euro Cup champs. If they do, that will be the first time ever in the FIBA Euro Cup history since this league started back in 2016. Or will PAOK be able to get their first ever trophy? Oh. David DeJulius, nothing to hang his head. He had a game for the ages. I guarantee you he's going to be going down in the history books after this semifinal game for UCAM Murcia. And that is it for us. The FIBA Euro Cup semifinals are finished today. We know that Bill back in the finals, and they will be going up against last year's finalists as well, PAOK BC, as they won here on the road over Murcia. I should say they won. They won because of aggregate scoring. They did what they needed to do, and they got off technically a road over Murcia. And we'll be heading back to the FIBA Euro Cup finals. We'll have a break next week, but they will start on April 22nd from Murcia, Spain. Buenas noches.